Well, another month has passed, which means it is time for me to take you through all of the products that I tried and tested throughout the month of March, if I have had enough time to play around with them thoroughly and to be able to get my final thoughts on them. If I have not, I will leave them for next month's review or whenever I feel like I'm ready to give you my final opinion on these products. If you are new here, hi, I'm Rhoda. I've had a lot of new subscribers recently, which is wild and amazing. So, welcome everybody. Let's get into these speed review style. Okay, first up are these Nars Hot Escape Cheek Palettes. I picked up two. There are four. There is light, medium, medium deep, and deep. I picked up light and light medium. In my eyes, they should be the other way around. I reach for this one, I want the light one, but it's the medium one. The blue one's the light one. The yellow one's the medium. I don't know, it doesn't matter, but it does confuse me sometimes. I picked mine up from the Nars website when they were first released, but now I see them on the Sephora app, which is wonderful because the sale is coming around the corner just in a few days. These are limited edition, but on the Sephora app, I only see the first three palettes. I don't see the deepest shade on there. I don't know if that's a mistake and they'll be adding it soon. I don't know, but I think it's weird. I find it very, very odd and very, very strange. On top, we have the blue one, the light palette, and below we have the yellow one, the medium palette. We get a matte bronzer, a highlighter, and two blushes, one matte and one glowy. I like having both because both actually work for me. So if you're my skin tone, you really can't go wrong either way. Obviously, the bronzer in this palette is a little bit deeper, but not too deep for me, and actually will probably be perfect for when I have a tan. I like that these pans are on the larger side, so when you dip your brush in, you don't run the risk of crossing over into another shade you didn't mean to pick up. Also, I love that you have the option of a matte blush and a glowy blush. Now, you could use the glowy blush as a highlighter for sure, but if you combine them, the highlighter and the glowy blush, it's not overpowering, it's not too much. They work very, very well together. At first, I thought it might be too intense. The shimmer was too intense, but it's not. It's very, very soft and looks beautiful, beautiful on the cheeks. Here is the matte blush in the light palette and the glowy blush in the light palette. Very, very soft, not overpowering at all, and it doesn't have big chunky glitters in it. It's very, very fine. I have been using these a lot. I just have them on my desk, and depending on what kind of blush I want to wear that day or how deep I want my bronzer to go, sometimes I'll use the bronzer in this one and the highlighter in this one, interchange the blushes as well. So they are quite versatile. Of course, for me, because I have both, but even if you only have one of these, I've been able to do like a full face. So I've used the highlighter and the blushes for eyeshadow for very, very beautiful, simple look for every day. Really, really nice. I've used the bronzer in the crease and just touch the highlighter on my eyeballs. It works out beautifully, and I've gotten a lot of compliments every time I've worn these this way. So these are easy everyday palettes to reach for. I love the packaging. It makes me so, so happy. I do have a full review of both of these. I apply everything to the face. So if you're interested in more of an in-depth look at these palettes, I will link it in the description box below. You can check that out. These are more speed review, final thoughts. I loved it initially. Do I still love it after using it for a little while now? And I can honestly tell you, yes. I don't like that they're limited edition though. That kind of sucks. The formulas in here are great, very smooth, apply very, very easily to the cheeks and the eyes. Love them. I really, really do. Next up are the What's Up Beauty bronzers and blushes. They were kind enough to send me the whole collection. Again, I do have a full review of these up on my channel now. I'll link it below. Here are what the two lightest of the bronzer and blush look like. I love that marbling in there, and it has a color correcting property to it, and this makes for a beautiful, smooth application that doesn't look powdery at all. They're gorgeous. I'm going to quickly swatch all the shades for you so you can see, and then we'll talk about them a little bit more. I have swatched the bronzers on this side and the blushes on this side from lightest to darkest. So we have number 10, number 20, number 30, number 40. They're all beautiful. The first two work best for me, particularly 20. They're all beautiful though. They're all gorgeous. The entire collection is inspired by Italy, made in Italy. They contain niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. They are pressed, then baked. The bronzers are matte, but they have a subtle sheen to them, and they apply so smoothly, so beautifully. Nice blurred effect, very light, very natural look to the cheeks. The blushes also have a subtle glow and a sheen to them, but it's not like a chunky glitter or anything like that. They're very, very soft. They apply very, very softly to the face, and they're buildable. So you can keep it light or you can get it a little bit more intense. It's up to you. You can use these on the eyes as well. I have done that also, and they work great. They really, really work great. I love the packaging. I love this little seaside Italian village on a coast. Beautiful. This is my first time trying What's Up Beauty, but now I'm very, very intrigued with this brand. I hear they have fantastic eyeshadows, among other things. Oh, and one of those other things are their brushes. I really want to try their shadow brushes because they did send over two brushes, R202 and R203, a bronzer brush and a blush brush. These are so soft. They are made in Japan. They are uncut, undyed goat hair. They're amazing. They're great. They feel nice on the face. They diffuse the pigment so easily. They're very, very beautiful, beautiful brushes. And I really, really want to try their shadow brushes if they're anything like this, which I'm sure that they are. I love the pink handle on them. Makes them stand out amongst all my other brushes. Easy to find, easy to grab, but I've really been enjoying using these brushes for sure. Lots of bronzer this month. Next up is the Dior Forever Nude Bronze. I picked mine up in 04 Warm Matte because the 03 looked a little too peachy for me. So it ended up working really, really well. This does also come in a glowy formula. I picked up the matte formula, but from what I have seen and heard, the difference between the glowy and the matte is very, very little. Very little. The glow that you get from the glowy version isn't out of this world. So I'm glad I picked up the matte. This has to be my favorite thing that I've tried this month. I love this packaging, so beautiful to look at. And here is 04 Warm Matte. It is matte, but it doesn't go on flat and it doesn't look powdery. It just diffuses itself onto your cheeks for a very natural bronze. And I don't like using the word diffused a lot. I really don't. I reserve it for special occasions like this one. So this is what 04 Warm Matte looks like. It's perfectly neutral for me on my skin tone. This is also perfectly pigmented, so you can build it up. Not too much goes on when you first apply it, and not too little goes on where you have to keep on building up and building up. So for me, it's perfect. One swipe and I am done. I love this. I love it. I also picked up the new Dior highlighter. I only picked up one shade, just like I did in the bronzer, just to test them out. This is 01 Nude Halo. This is what this shade looks like. It's gold, but not too gold. It's champagne-y and beautiful. Here's a quick swatch of 01 Nude Halo. I love it because it's impactful in a very elegant type of way. It doesn't leave a streak on your cheek. It's so beautiful, so natural looking, as natural looking as a highlighter can be. You know what? I want to compare it to the highlighter in the Nars palette real quick because the shade looks very, very close to me. Just to the touch, the Dior feels smoother. But let's see shade-wise. I need my glasses. 1 sec. They are almost, no, yeah, they are identical in shade. They look the same and they look to have the same effect on my hand anyway. And yes, on the face as well. So there we go. That was an impromptu comparison. Just picking them up from the pan, the Dior feels creamier and applies more smoothly. I had to build up the Nars one just a little bit. It's still gorgeous, but if I'm nitpicking here and comparing down to the finest detail, shade-wise, they're identical. Formula-wise, the Dior wins by a hair. By a hair. I didn't know I was going to be doing comparisons today, but why not? All right, I have two eyeshadow palettes to talk to you about today. The first one being the new Pat McGrath Mothership 12. Now, this is my very first Mothership, and I really have nothing to compare it to. But people who do have several of these Motherships don't hate it, but they're not completely overwhelmed with joy. They think it's okay from what I've seen. So I can only base this on my very first experience with the Mothership. Here's a quick look inside. I'm not disappointed at all. I think all the shades are gorgeous. And although the color story is not extremely intuitive, if you look at it at first glance, but when you play around, you can achieve some beautiful, beautiful looks. I did 4 looks when I reviewed this palette. I think the Blitz and the Astral shades are gorgeous. The mattes blend well. So I like it. I like it, but I feel like I shouldn't like it. Like, I don't understand. I like it so much so that I want to pick up 1 or 2 more of these, but they are on the pricey side, right? So I have to really, really choose well. And from what I'm told, I should pick one of her palettes that have the special baked gelée shades in them. And I'm looking at Mothership 1 Subliminal, I think it's called. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's just what I've been hearing in these interwebs. I know people have had experience with their other palettes. They're saying it's nice, it's good, it's not amazing. So that's that on that. But I personally really, really like it. I am wearing it today and I love this look. So this is coming from a Mothership Nude. So take that into consideration. But overall, comparisons to previous formulas and palettes aside, I think it's a beautiful palette and I enjoy using it. I've only had it for about a week, but I've done multiple looks with it. So I was confident enough to include it in this speed reviews. The other palette I tried this month is the new Natasha Denona Bloom palette. How gorgeous is it? I love the packaging. It's so, so pretty, so, so spring. Here's a quick look at this palette. At first, it looks, a little monochromatic, but there is quite a thoughtful gradient of colors from darkest to lightest in both the mattes and in the shimmers. We have our plummier side over here and then a more peachier side over here. So this does have some versatility to it. You can go really, really light and you can go deep and sultry with this one as well. The one thing I'm going to say about the shimmers, the metallics in here, is that they're not really, really sparkly. They're kind of subdued. They're kind of laid back. I just swatched just a few of them just so you can see. The sparkle, I mean, it's there and they're beautiful on the eyes, but they're not out of this world shiny and crazy. But I don't mind that. Everything performed beautifully. The mattes are creamy, easily blendable. I got some really great looks. I did 2 looks when I first reviewed the palette. Then I did another video with 4 more looks just so I could show you how versatile this palette can be. I'll also link those down below. But overall, I love it. Like I said, I didn't think this is going to be my color story because peachy tones and shades in that family can make me look a little bit sickly against my skin tone, but not this one. It's peachy, but it's not too peachy. And I especially love that plummier side. That side is my favorite side. Anyway, I love this palette. Really, really nice. Can anybody recommend some new shows to watch? I'm currently watching White Lotus, the 3rd season. And it's weird. Like, it's really dark. I really enjoyed the 1st season and the 2nd season. Yes, everyone's quirky and weird. But this one, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. If you're watching it, do you feel that way? I don't know. I feel dirty when I'm watching it. Everyone's so unlikable. Everyone. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I need to find something to watch that's not so heavy, right? Okay, speaking of things that I've loved this past month, and this might be a little bit strange, okay, but it's underwear. This is special underwear. So I don't usually talk about undergarments on this channel, but the world needs to know about this. I tried KNIX underwear, their leak-proof underwear, for the first time. This is going to be way too much TMI. But sometimes when I sneeze, things happen, okay? Oh, Lord. I'm putting this out in the universe. But anyway, I don't care. I'm letting you know I tried them because I've been having that problem. Not always, but it happens, okay? So let's ignore that part. And this is the part where I tell you that NYX has these leak-proof underwear that come in all sorts of styles. They're so comfortable and they keep you so dry. You can get light absorption, medium absorption, heavy absorption. Time of the month is perfect. Like if you go on the website, it'll show you like how much liquid these things can hold. And it's incredible to me. I don't even know how they do it. So soft and so comfortable. And also that added protection there. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. All sorts of styles, thongs, French cut, booty cut, this cut, that cut, doesn't matter. Whatever you want. So if you want to wear a beautiful pair of underwear, and you need some sort of leak-proof protection for whatever reason, time of the month, other things, you have to check them. You have to. This is not sponsored at all. I tried these and I love them. I bought 4 pair because they had like a promotion and I had heard about these from a friend of mine. And I thought, you know what? Let me just try them out. Let me try them out. And I love them. And that's all I want to wear. Anyway, sharing the love, okay, even if it's a little embarrassing for me, I'm sharing the love. I'm sharing the information because we all got to stick together. You know what I'm saying? So when I find something that is truly amazing, whether it's underwear or not, I am going to let you know about it. Well, that's all I got for you today. I really hope you found this helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Follow me on Instagram for lots more over there, and I will see you in the next one, which will be my Sephora sale recommendations. I'm going to film that tomorrow and try to get it up as soon as possible. I'm just really trying to get a great comprehensive list for you all, including older products that are tried and true and some newer ones that have quickly become favorites. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully. Bye.